Hello there, Fit Pros. Hey, come on in, say hello. Let me get some light on here. It looks like there is not enough light happening. Woo! How's that? Hey there, you guys, come in. Tell me hello. Here's what I want to hear from you today. Tell me, what is the most successful social post you've ever had? How many views did you get? How many likes? How many comments? How many shares? What were you talking about? Whatever you want to tell me, I want to hear about the most successful social post you've ever done. And maybe you can tell me a little bit about your least successful social post. So I'll tell you this. My least successful social posts got 0 likes, and then I would see in the notification that my least successful social post would get 1 or 2 likes, and I'd be like, woohoo! I'd be running into Facebook to see what's going on, like, who liked it? Who liked it? And it was my mom and my aunt. How frustrating is that, though? How frustrating is that when you pour your heart and soul into your social content and you think you're really adding value and really putting something out there that people want to see, and nothing, crickets. It's annoying, it's frustrating, it's disheartening, it's all the bad things, right? So today we're going to talk about how to get more views, more likes, more shares on your social media. And I'm going to talk about it in 2 different ways. I'm going to talk about it in terms of Facebook's search and Facebook's algorithm. I'm going to talk about it, and also Instagram. And I'm going to talk about it in terms of hashtags. So let's talk about it. Look at this. Killing myself trying to keep up with the kids and PE class had over 600 views. Oh, that's that's awesome. So you were killing yourself trying to keep up with the kids in PE class, and it got 600 views. I love that. All right. So you guys, this is the Fit Pros Show. Thank you for being here. This is the show that I have put together for fitness professionals to connect you to fitness business industry information, business building resources for your direct-to-consumer business, and for networking to help you get to know each other and get to know what's going on with everyone around us. I'm Kelly Coulter. I'm the host of the Grow Your Fitness Business group. This show goes live into that group as well as into YouTube and LinkedIn Live and a couple different places. I have been a fitness instructor as well as an online marketing geek since the 90s. And these days, I empower fitness professionals to build direct-to-consumer businesses so they can step away from the gym, so that they can serve the clients they love serving and build businesses that they love working in while creating the income they deserve. That's what I do because I love you guys so much and I enjoy it so much. I've bootstrapped 2 6-figure businesses in the last 6 years, and I am showing you guys how to do the same thing. So today we are talking about social media, and I'm going to show you a few tips, show you a few tricks. I want to help you get found. Now, let's start from here. Social media is really all about getting eyes on your content. You cannot build a business until you have visibility. Am I right? Am I right, y'all? Get it in here. Is there anybody that's been able to build a business without being able to get out there and identify, let me say it this way, without being able to get out there and build an audience and let your audience members self-identify in as clients? So the old way of doing things was that you would kind of flat broadcast this message to everybody. You would kind of be sitting off to the side in a vacuum, and you would say, what are the things that I want to offer, and what are the things that I need to say about it, and what do I think my audience might need to hear, and what do I think is going to resonate with these people who want to purchase from me. And so I would, you would create all these marketing messages and all of this, the graphics and the collateral, and you kind of broadcast it out and just see where it sticks, right? We no longer do business like that. If you've done the boot camp with me, then you know you are going to identify who your audience is, and you are going to assemble them so that you can nurture them and give them the together hug and make them hotter and hotter and hotter until some of them fall out the bottom as sales, right? That's the new way to do business. That's the way that is more rewarding and more exciting and more proactive and more, I want to say satisfying, right? Because you get to serve all these people. Here I am doing this free show and I'm serving all of you guys, and you're getting a quick win from all of the information that I put out there. And I'm able to teach you guys. I'm able to refine my message. You guys tell me how to teach you. It's all this really satisfying community kind of feeling. It's very woo-woo, warm and fuzzy. It is such a great day to be a business owner. You get out there and be in community with your people. You get to serve and love and nurture, and then some of that comes out as sales. So your ideal story in social media is that you are getting visibility, because visibility is what's going to allow people to self-identify as clients. So we are all looking for visibility. So I want to talk about a few ways to get there. We're going to talk about search in social media. We're going to talk about hashtags in social media, and then I'm going to give you a few tips. So let's talk about search first. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And we're just going to walk through it that way. All right, so this is my Facebook screen. Now, this is always dangerous when I do this, so nobody message me. So right now you are looking at my Facebook screen. If you go up here to the top left, you see search Facebook. So when I search, let's say I'm going to search on something like how can I grow my fitness, my furnace business. The reason I renamed the group to Grow Your Fitness Business is because a lot of people search, how can I grow my fitness business? All right, so when you go here, look, I'm at the very top. You see that? The Grow Your Fitness Business group is at the very top, you guys. If you're watching on YouTube or LinkedIn and you are not in this group, get in here. It is 8,000 fitness professionals all working together to grow their direct-to-consumer businesses. You guys that are in here, give me some comments. Tell me how much you love this group and how much you have learned about growing your business from this group. All right, so when you do this right, when you name your group properly, you will get to the top of some popular searches. You can do keyword research to figure out what those popular searches are, but you want to name your group, you want to name your business based on what people are searching for. If your ideal audience is people who want to lose 2 pant sizes, you're not going to name your Facebook business page Kelly's jumping around and having fun people. You're going to name it lose 2 pant sizes because your people are searching, how do I lose 2 pant sizes? This is the benefit of being in community with your people. When you understand how they talk about their problems, now you can start to name your products and your pages and your groups around the way that you know they talk about their problems. All right, so first big tip I want to give you about search, because people are using Facebook as a search engine and it happens more and more often. And because what you're going to name your group is going to bleed into your YouTube channel and your Pinterest boards and everything else that you do. So be aware of the way people are talking about their problems and name your business products, your group, your page, whatever you can around the ways that people are talking about their problem. All right, so grow your fitness business. It's at the very top here. Now, here's the other thing I want you to see here. Right here, these first 65 characters are the only thing that people see when they do find you in search. That is also true if Facebook suggests your group. So Facebook may suggest your group, or they may search and they may find your group. You get this little calling card area right here at the very top to show what your group has to offer to somebody who has searched that search. You get your profile picture. So you see how there's that little picture of me. Can I make this bigger? There we go. Okay, so you see how there's this little profile picture of me right at the very top. What that is, y'all, is Facebook zeroes in on the face that's in your cover photo on your group. That's going to be true also of your business page. So Facebook's going to zero in on the face, wherever the face is, and then it's going to put a circle around it. Your job is to make sure that that picture resonates with your audience, because that is one of the things that's going to draw people in to want to either join or move on to the next one. So people can see your name when they get this calling card. They can see this little snippet of your profile picture of your cover photo, and they can see the first 65 characters of your description. That is all you have to sell them into coming into your group or coming to look at your business page. So be cognizant of that and make sure that you use that space well. Let me show you one more thing. I'm going to click on this and I'm going to go to the group. And now you see what I'm talking about with the cover photo. So you see that cover photo is a photo of me. Gosh, that was taken like 2 years ago. And I think my face has changed. I think I might need some new headshots, y'all. All right. So you can see that Facebook did not just zero in on the center of this cover photo when it showed that calling card photo there. It zeroed in on my face. So that's what I want you to take away from that. That's super important. So name your things the way people are searching for them. Don't give them cute names that rhyme and, have all kinds of what's an automatopoeia? Don't give them cutesy names for the sake of cutesy names. Make sure that you're using the words that people use. There are all kinds of tools. If you Google them on keyword research, when you do a search in Google, you can look at what those suggested searches are that's coming up, and all of that will help you decide on what these keywords are. In the Virtual Studio Business Accelerator, the first thing I have you do is you do a business blueprint, and within that business blueprint, you do keyword research because it's important. You need to understand how people are talking about the problem that you solve. Let me show you one more thing. If I were to type in, how do I grow my fitness? See, what you see right here underneath is the suggested searches. It's the things people are searching the most. So when I say, how do I, look at that. I get this whole list of things people are searching. So that's one way to do keyword research. Okay. So search is super important to you because people are using the Facebook search functionality. They are using it. Also, it's super important to you because you want to name your products, your pages, your groups around the words that people are using. That becomes especially important when you start to move everything over to YouTube or extend your presence into YouTube, because y'all, YouTube is actually the second biggest search engine in the world. Google is the first. There is no other search engine that compares. YouTube is second. People search YouTube all day long. How do I? Right? They're looking for tutorials. So super important. All right. So let me move on. We're still talking about search, but I'm going to tell you something else. When Facebook or Instagram is looking at your content, and here's a really rudimentary explanation of a way a search engine works. It takes every word and it kind of indexes it into a big database, and then it searches the databases and sends people there based on how much their searches compare to the words that you have, right? So in Facebook and Instagram, the things that are searchable, the things that are indexed are your name, are your description or your profile, are your hashtags if they are in the caption. So the context of the caption are indexed. So Instagram has come out this week and said that if you put your hashtags in the first comment, that they are not indexed, they're not searchable. So when somebody searches in Instagram, if you're depending on them finding you based on a specific hashtag, they're not going to find it if it's in the comments. It has to be in the caption. Everybody get the difference there? I don't think I can bring, let me see if I can bring Instagram up and do it in a mobile format. Give me just a second and I will try to do this for you guys. It takes a little doing. Okay, so now let's go over to all right, so this is what Instagram looks like. There is Shannon Fable looking gorgeous, like she's about to say something super important. And what I want to show you is if you use the search here, like a lot of people do, people use this in two ways. Look at that. Hold on, let's go back. See right there? How do I grow my business? What that's going to give you is these suggested searches based on what you're searching, but it will also give you hashtags. So if I were to do group fitness, it shows me how many posts are under that hashtag. And then I can go there and it shows me all of the content that's loaded under that hashtag. Okay, I don't think this is being especially useful, so I'm going to get rid of it. All right, so let's finish up with search first. So the things that Instagram and Facebook will search is the content of your description, your name, your page name, your profile description, all of that. And then the contents of the caption of your posts, but not necessarily all the comments. The Facebook and Instagram are going to decide how high up you get in any of those searches by your engagement. And that's what I'm going to talk about in the tips, is how to get more engagement right away so that you get up in those searches and in the trending on the hashtags. So Facebook will decide how high up you go in any of your users' feeds or in any of those trending by how much engagement you get, what the keywords are in the caption, are they applicable? And then also, there is some evidence that says that if you are in a deeper level of relationship with your people, that those people are going to see your posts. So for example, when you come into the Grow Your Fitness Business group, I will send you a welcome DM. If you send me a direct message back and you say, hey, and then we get in conversation, Facebook is going to assume that we are friends, and now Facebook is going to show you my posts a little bit more often than if I don't. So one of the big things that you can do to make sure that your posts are landing is to be in direct relationship with your audience members. Now, you know, I say that all the time in a million different ways because there are a million reasons for you to be messaging with your audience members all the time, every day. But one of them is because it will make your posts do better for your group. All right, so let's talk about hashtags. So did you guys write that down? Direct messaging will help your engagement in your posts. Let's talk about hashtags. So yes, we just said it, and let me repeat that because they just came out with that this week. So in Instagram specifically with hashtags, you've always been told that you can put them either in the caption or in the first comment. And a lot of people like to put them in the first comment because it looks prettier. It makes your caption look all nice and neat, and you don't have this list of hashtags at the bottom. But the truth is that the hashtags do not get indexed in search if they are not in the caption. And that is something that just came out this week. So hashtags are a way of attaching your content to a bigger topic. On your public feeds, that's how you're going to use hashtags. So I've got a list of hashtags that I use. I've got about 50 of them in a document, and I know how many posts is attached to each of them and how appropriate they are to my business. And they are things like group fitness classes, growing a direct-to-consumer business, direct-to-consumer fitness businesses, grow my fitness business, all of these different terms that have a hashtag in front of them that will allow me to take my content and attach it to this larger body of content, because everybody that uses that hashtag is somewhere on that hashtag page. Does that make sense, y'all? So clarify, captions are the post, comments are when people comment on the post. Yeah, so let me go back to Instagram and I'll show you exactly how this works. 30 in the caption. Yeah, that is true. Okay, so here is the trending page for the hashtag group fitness. There are 1.9, almost 2 million posts with the hashtag group fitness. If I go to this post, you see right here, is this from Pound? Yeah, that's from Pound. Okay, great. So right here, Pound Fit wrote, and so we get louder, and then they did the little rock star emoji, right? So if they had hashtags that they wanted to attach to this, they should put them in that same comment or in that same caption. Now, all these people came in and gave comments, and then you see right here at the very top, right there at the very top, they have listed all of their hashtags. So that's Pound Fit going in as the first comment and listing all of their hashtags, which is something that happens a lot. And it's something that people were that's the conventional wisdom to do. And it helps keep the caption looking pretty. But Instagram did come out this week and say that they are not indexing these hashtags in the search if they are not in the caption. They have to be in the caption. Now, that might matter to you and it might not, because you may think that people are searching that hashtag and they may not be. You're still going to show up on that group fitness hashtag page. You're just not going to show up in searches for group fitness. So let me know if that all makes it a little bit clearer. Max of 30 hashtags for Instagram. So I use 25, and then I allow for other people to use them in the comments, because if I only have 25, then those other 5 can be from other people who are commenting. On Facebook, if you're doing a public post in Facebook and you are hoping that hashtags will pull in more search traffic and more traffic from outside of your direct following, only 3 hashtags. So Facebook will only pay attention to 3 hashtags. Okay, helpful, you guys? Let me talk about a few more things. I want to give you some tips on getting the most engagement on your posts, therefore bringing them up higher in the rankings, because when Facebook and Instagram see that your post is getting engagement, they're going to show it to more people. So, the first thing, stay engaged. You want to get engagement from your posts, and then you want to stay engaged, especially within the first hour. So this is something I'm really guilty of not doing. I'm spoiled because I've got a group of 8,000 and I post in there all the time. And then I kind of post and ghost because a lot of times I schedule my posts to go up at 4 a.m. I want you guys to wake up and pick up your phone and see that I've done a post and interact with it. And so I'll do these posts that are scheduled for 4 a.m. and I'm not actually up. So I'm guilty of not interacting during the first hour, but there is a lot of evidence that says that when you are interacting in the comments with the people that are engaging in your post is going to rise. So that is super important. That means you post, people comment, you go back and you reply to their comment. Very important. Keep the engagement going. That's going to keep lifting your posts. Answer all your comments. Now, here's another one within that same realm, within the don't post and ghost realm. Enlist cheerleaders. So if you have got a group of, let's say, 200-300, and you're really looking for more engagement because you're tired of your mom being the only person that likes your stuff, you're going to go in the direct messages to some of the people that you know well or that you know better in your group, and you're going to say, hey, I would love to enlist you as a cheerleader in my group for the next couple weeks. Do you mind helping me out here? And then every time you post, you're going to direct message your cheerleaders and you're going to say, hey, go like that post, go make a comment, go say something. So it's a little trick, but it works. And it helps to get people engaging, because when they see other people engaging, then they start engaging. So don't be afraid to go in and list cheerleaders. Jennifer cracks me up. You will see that I tend to be commenting on them at 4 a.m. Jennifer always likes everything I put up. She is like my biggest cheerleader. She always likes my posts on the Grow Your Fitness Business group, in the Virtual Studio Business Accelerator, even on the Fit Pros Connect page. She always likes everything, and I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And then this question, my IG is linked to my Facebook. If I put 25 hashtags in my IG caption, they will show in Facebook. Is that a negative? It's not a negative. It's just that Facebook will only pay attention to the first 3. Okay, so the top tips. I have 3 top tips for you. The first one was don't post and ghost. And then within that, I said, make sure that you're interacting with all your comments and enlist cheerleaders. Your second top tip is know your key terms and phrases. So you remember earlier when I talked about key terms and I talked a little bit about doing keyword research, and I told you I would come back around to this. I want you to be using the language that your ideal customer uses. Now, this is another vote for being in direct community with your ideal customer, because you don't truly know how they talk about these problems that you solve until you're in direct community with them. So this is another reason to be spending time in your direct messages every single day talking to your ideal client. Even if you never make an offer in the direct messages, you're going to gain that information that you need, and then you're going to be wording your posts just a little bit differently. When someone sees a message that really speaks to them because it feels like something they've said before, when you can say something in a way where it feels like Has she been in my text messages? Like, has this girl hacked me? She knows exactly what I'm thinking. And you can do that because you've been in direct message with that person or with 10 other people just like that person. Now you are really creating posts that speak to your ideal client. Now you are really going to start getting engagement. So that's number two. That's number two is understand your key phrases, understand your key terms, understand the language that your ideal customer uses. All right, so number three, y'all, this is an easy one, but it's also so hard for us to do. Keep it social. Keep it social. Y'all, this is social media. We work so hard on these posts that we put out there. We will do a long form post 3 times a week, and we will pour our guts out and do the life story and, oh my gosh, research and cite scientific journals and, have testimonials and quotes, and nobody reads it. It is a problem. We work too hard on our social media. When you want to get big engagement on a regular basis, you need to be putting 5 to 10 word posts out there that people can't help but interact with. Now, hear me, 5 to 10 words. Go back through the Grow Your Fitness Business group. Tell me if I'm lying. The ones that have the most engagement are 1 sentence. It's a quick, simple question that people can't help but answer related to the thing that you do. So when I've put questions out there that is like, this one was big last week. What's the scariest thing about your business? What is the scariest thing about your business? 8 words. 8 words. Got so much engagement. Use the colored background. So Facebook gives you the option of putting that nice colored background in the back, either a solid color, or you can do all kinds of little prints and fun things. You can use your avatar. Use it. When Facebook gives you a tool like that, they want you to use it. There is evidence that says your posts will go up or your engagement will go up because Facebook will show that post to more people. Now, here's another great thing, just a little pro tip about that colored background. I'll do a post and I'll use that colored background. And then if it does well in the group, I'll screenshot it and crop it so that all you can see is that colored background and the question. I'll use that as a photo or a picture in Instagram. So I'll just take it over and use the exact same post in Instagram. So it's a great way to get double duty out of the ones that are working. Okay, so 5 to 10 words, no more, no less. Here is where you guys screw this strategy up every time. And I was guilty for so long until I was paying a coach a lot of money to get me to stop. Because when your coach that you pay a lot of money to says, stop doing this, you stop doing it. We tend to go out and want to quantify or clarify or give context to our posts. So we can't help it. We don't want to just say, what's the scariest thing about your business? We want to say something like, it's Feedback Friday, and I really want to know what's the scariest thing about your business. No, you guys, stop that. Don't do it because people will not engage. Once they see Feedback Friday, they're done reading. They're done reading. They read 5 to 10 words. That's it. So you got to make it short. If they see that it's this long, they're done reading. Now, that is true for most of your posts. That is not true for all of your posts. So you're going to do that 5 days a week. You're just going to do simple, quick posts. One day a week, you're going to do something big that really nurtures your audience. And we've talked about that till I'm blue in the face. That's your gold nugget. So that's your one thing. You can do your long post as your one thing, but you're only going to do one. And then the rest of the week is not recipe posts that are 10 pages long. The rest of the week is how much did you like that recipe that I posted the other day? There's one big post, and then we're not going to overwhelm them with information every single day. It's social. Let them get social with you. So that is my short tutorial on creating posts that get engagement so that we can start to game the algorithm and get in Facebook and Instagram's good graces and rise up in the search and get people seeing our stuff so that your mom is not the only person that's liking your stuff. I love you, Mom. But you don't have to like everything I do. Okay, you guys, what questions do you have? So here's what we talked about today. We talked about search, we talked about hashtags, and we talked about how those are used and how to rank highest in them when people use them in social media, both in Facebook and in Instagram. So we said that to make sure that your page name and your page description, or your group name and your group description, all of the words line up with the way people are going to search. And then we talked a little bit about the cover photo and making sure that your cover photo is engaging. It's got a picture of your beautiful face that Facebook can put that little circle around so that you have a convincing calling card. And when people see it, they want to join or they want to go to your page. Okay, and then we talked about posts and how you want to make sure that they contain keywords. You want to make sure that they get engagement, and you want to make sure that you are engaging with your audience in direct messages so that Facebook can see that you are a super tight community and these people want to hear from you. We talked about hashtags. We talked about how you want to put them in the caption so that they will register in search, not in the first comment, unless it just really doesn't matter to you about the search traffic. And then we said you can use 30 in Instagram. Facebook only pays attention to the first 3. And then we talked about staying engaged. So I gave my top 3 tips. I said, stay engaged with these posts. It's not a post and ghost situation. You've got to interact with all your comments. Got to stay in community. People, again, Facebook and Instagram want to see that you are having conversations with these people, not just that you are trying to broadcast a message like old school marketing style. Then we talked about knowing your key terms and phrases by doing your research in Google, understanding the ways that people talk about these things, the ways the top searches that are happening around these things, and also, again, being in community with your people and understanding how they talk about their problems. And then finally, we talked about keeping it social, and that means keep it short, keep it actionable, keep it provocative, get people talking. And then once a week, you can do your long form post, but stop working so hard on your social media. It should not be a novel every day. It should not be a new recipe that you created from your own brain and baked up for them all special every single day. It should be, hey, how freaking good were those muffins yesterday? Okay, so Jennifer said, should the gold nugget be a post or a live or a combination of them both? It depends on you. So in the accelerator, you guys, I give you the option. The gold standard for your gold nugget is going to be live. Live is magic for service-based businesses. So live video allows you to make relationships with your audience. It allows your audience to teach you how to teach them. I also like live video because it forces me to show up and do the thing. So I announced that the Fit Pros show is going to be on Tuesdays every week at 2:00. I got to show up and do the Fit Pros show at 2:00 on Tuesday. I can't start over when you pre-record, you can start over and start over and start over, and it can end up taking a really long time. You can't do any of that crap when it's live. So I really like live for service-based businesses. I really like live for coaches, which you guys are all coaches if you are building direct-to-consumer businesses. And you can use pre-recorded at other times. Sometimes I use pre-recorded with marketing events. So I'll pre-record a video that's appropriate to that marketing event, and I'll upload it here and in YouTube and all kinds of places. And then I'll link to it. So there are times you want to use pre-recorded, but live is the gold standard for that weekly gold nugget. And then Tanya's asking, do you think my group name is too long? Tanya Online Yoga Community. No, I don't think it's too long. I would not mind having yoga closer to the front because it's the biggest thing that people are looking for. So I might do online yoga community by Tanya if you were looking to make a change. But no, I don't think, no, it's not too long. It's 4 words. It's good. It's good. Okay, y'all, I hope that was super helpful. I hope you can take some of that and use it for your social media. You guys, I want to talk about a win in my community. So I've decided that at the end of these lessons, I want to tell you about somebody who's really killing it. And today I was talking to Robin Portman, who is one of my accelerators, and we were talking about the successes that she's had this year. And she gave me a list of them, and it was awesome. It was an inspirational list. But one of the things she said was that she stuck with it. That she stuck with it when it went like this and went like this and went like this, and that she was able to focus in a way that she has never been able to focus or didn't think she would be able to focus because of the accelerator. And then she was telling me that last year, this time, she was making about $1,000 a month. And y'all, she's making $3,500 a month teaching step aerobics online and doing some weight loss accountability stuff. $3,500. It's $42,000 a year. How awesome is that? I love that so much. You know, a lot of times I used to talk about building your 6-figure business. And then I realized you guys are instructors. Nobody wants to work that much and that hard. That's not what you're here to do. Robin is changing people's lives. She is helping them to lose weight, to feel better, to get more energy. She is teaching what she loves to teach and getting to work out with them and sweat and smile and play fun music. And she is helping people with their accountability. And with that, she is making more than triple what she was making last year. So Robin, congratulations. Super proud of you. You have done an awesome job this year. And I had to call that out and say, way to win it. Nice job. All right. So as you guys know, this is, no, I don't need to go there. First, I want to say in September, we're doing the 3-day marketing intensive. We are not doing the boot camp in September. We will not do the 5-day boot camp again until November. So we're going to do 3-day marketing intensive in September. That's the 20th to the 23rd. That is going to be a super fun event. It's going to be the first time I do this. Now, you know, whenever I teach something for the first time, I give you way too much. I show up too much. I teach too much. So you're going to get a lot out of that event. 3-day marketing intensive. We're going to talk about technology. We're going to talk about starting conversations, doing the sales. We're going to talk about all the things that you need to be marketing and growing your business. Then in November, we will do the 5-day boot camp again. So that does not happen until November. You can find that marketing intensive at fitprosconnect.com/marketing. That's fitprosconnect.com/marketing. And you can register there. All right. If you are watching this on YouTube, I would love for you to subscribe and give me a like. If you're watching this on the Facebook page, please give me a like. I would love to see it. If you are watching on LinkedIn Live, give us a like. We would sure appreciate it. And that's what I have got for you guys today. All right. I love you. And I will see you on Thursday on Instagram Live at 2 o'clock.